So TikTok Shop has been blowing up ever since its launch. There's no question that TikTok has become one of the best e-commerce platforms that you can sell on if you sell any types of physical products online. By selling on TikTok, it gives you the potential to reach thousands of new buyers overnight and generate a significant amount of revenue for your online store. In this video, I will guide you through step by step on how to set up your own TikTok Shop. In case you're new to this and not sure what TikTok Shop actually is, let me show you really quick. So when you're scrolling on TikTok, you will come across the ones that have a product link to it, like this one. You will see a product link on the bottom. If people are interested in the product, they just click on the product link and then it will take them to the product page. If they want to purchase, they simply click buy now and then they can enter their information and boom, the sale is completed. Prior to this, if you want to link a product in your video for people to buy, you will likely have to do it by posting an affiliate link and then it will send people to a different browser. And most people will just fall off in that process because there are just too many steps to follow. But TikTok is changing the game with this because they make the entire process super streamlined. Users can just directly purchase within the app without having to jump through too many hoops. So the conversion rate that way is much higher. And many of the other social media platforms in the past have tried to incorporate this type of functionality onto their platforms, but so far only TikTok has been able to really crack it and are having massive success at it. So how do you set this up? If you're totally brand new at selling online, you will need to set up your own online store and then connect it onto the TikTok Shop. We will do all that. You can just follow this tutorial all the way through. And if you're someone who already has an online store, I'll show you how to set up the TikTok Shop and then you can connect your existing online store onto the TikTok Shop so you can start selling on the TikTok platform. So let's get started. So regardless of if you have an online store yet or not, your first step is to set up a TikTok Shop seller account. So you can go to the first link listed down in the description that will take you directly to this TikTok Shop seller registration page. So once you're on this page, you can sign up by any of these methods. I'll just input my email and then click continue. And then they'll send you a verification code. What you need to do is to just enter that and then you set your password and just click continue when you're done. So on this page, you will select your business type. If you plan to sell under your own name and not as a registered business, then individual would be your option. Sole proprietorship is also selling under your own name, but the difference is you have officially established yourself as a business. Corporation, you would select this if you have a LLC or a corporation, basically if you have a business entity that is separate from yourself. And partnership is if you have one or more people that run the business together. If you are not sure and need more clarification, you can just come to the right side, click on the drop down boxes, and it will tell you the definition of each one. So for this tutorial, I will just go with individual. And on this page, you will need to upload an image of either your passport or driver's license. Now I'm based in the US, so this is the requirement of the identification that it needs. So if you are from a different country and trying to set this up, it may ask you for different types of ID, but basically you will just need to verify your identity. And once you upload your photo, you can come down here and fill out your legal name, your ID number, date of birth, and the rest of the basic info, as well as your social security number or your ITIN. Now, if you register as an LLC or corporation, it will ask you for your EIN. And when you're done, just click next. All right, so on the next page is you need to come up with the shop's name. You can add a name now, and if you need to, you are able to change it later. Keep in mind that there are a couple requirements is to avoid using flagship or official, that makes sense, and avoid using names that only have numeric characters or any special characters. So I'll just put D Kumo Shop. And then for the primary product, you would need to choose the category that best describes the products that you plan to sell. This won't affect your future business and will only be used for registration purposes. So just click here and select the category that best describes your product. I will just go with home improvement, and then you can scroll down and then you just need to provide your phone number. After you type your phone number in, what you need to do is click on send code. And then it will send you a verification code to your phone. Just enter it and then click on submit. And then this screen will ask you to confirm all the information that you had entered. So you want to make sure everything is accurate. And after you have done that, just click on submit. And then it will say your documents are under review. So there are basically 5 steps you need in order to get registered. So the good news is we already, have done the first part, which is register your business. And you can come to click on this drop down to see the other steps. And here are the other steps, and I'll walk you through each of them one by one. So next up, click on add tax info. So on this page, you basically just need to provide your tax info to TikTok. So you just need to select the option that is applicable to you or your business. So for me, I would just choose individual and then select an option for the federal tax classification. I would just select individual, so proprietorship or single member LLC, this option. And then you just need to provide your social security number if you register as an individual, or if you register as a business, then you need to provide your EIN number. And then you can click on the preview button to preview your tax form, which is the W-9 form. You want to make sure everything's entered correctly. And once you confirm that, you can click on the check boxes and then click on submit. So we already have the first 2 steps completed. Now we just need to work on the rest of the 3. All right, so the next step is to set up your shipping. So come here, click on set up shipping. And this is where you will fill out your shipping information. So you would need to add a ship from address. So here you put in your name or the contact person of your business, your phone number, and also the address that you would ship the products from. And when you're done entering the info, just click submit. And then you're done. Your shipping information is added. So the next step is to add products. So let's click on the add product button here. So here are the different types of methods that you could use to add your products. You can upload them manually, but it is not an option that I recommend personally, because then you'll be just limited on selling on TikTok Shop and not on other platforms. You can sync it with your online store, which is the option that I do recommend, because then this way you can sell on multiple platforms, including your own website. So you have one central store and you keep your options open down the road with selling on any platforms you want. And not to mention, there are many great tools you could use to help you manage your inventory easier. And you can also install plugins to help you do retargeting, for instance, with email and text messaging. So there are many benefits to go with this option. And the platform that I recommend you to build your online store on is with Shopify. So your next step is to go to the second link listed down in the description. That will take you directly to the Shopify page where you can sign up for a free trial and enjoy your first month for just $1. So here you can enter your email address and just click on start free trial. So this may seem like it's a lot to do, but setting up an online store on Shopify is super easy. It takes maybe less than 10 minutes to get it up and running. And I'll walk you through step by step. And for this, it really doesn't matter which one you choose. We can actually come to skip all. So click on skip all. And here you would just select the location of where your business is located. So for me, I am at the United States. So just click next. And then you can create your account with any one of these options. And for me, I would just go with sign up with email. So you just create your password and then create Shopify account. And then your store will be created in just a few minutes. All right, so when it's done, this is the dashboard that you will see. This is basically your dashboard for your Shopify store. And everything that you need to do will be on the left side. The interface is super clean and everything, it's really easy to navigate. So the first thing we want to do is to go to add product. So click on this. So I'll just show you how to add a product so that you can see how it's done. So for this title, I'll just put classic dinner plate, for example. And then here is where you could put the description of your product. So I just got something off of ChatGPT to describe my product. And then you can add your product images here. So you can just click on upload new. And then you can just select all your product images, click open, and then they will be uploaded. So the first photo is going to be the main product photo. So if you want to switch it, it's super easy. You can just click on this 6 dots and move it around. If you want this to be the main image, just click this, drag this, and that will become the main image. Here's where you can set the price. So let's say this dinner plate is $24.99. Compare at price. So let's say this is at $30. So they will say a little bit of discount. So this is where you can enter the actual cost of the item if you want, and they will automatically calculate the product and the margin. So let's say this plate cost me $7. So then you'll see the profit would be $17.99 and the margin would be 72%. So obviously this margin doesn't account for any of the marketing costs or any other cost. It is just the product cost. And then you can track quantity if you want. So here's where you can input the quantity. So let's say if you have 100 of these, and you can choose to continue selling when out of stock, which is not something that I recommend, especially selling on TikTok Shop. So we are going to leave it unchecked. And you can add a SKU if your product has a SKU. This could be helpful if you keep track of a lot of products. So let's say if we are going to do 1001, just an example. And if this is a physical product, you can check this and then you can enter the weight of the product. So let's say it's 2 pounds. And here's where you can add the variants. So you can click on this and let's go with color, for example. And here's where you could enter the different colors. So let's say if we go with white, blue, and then also green. So those would be our different variants of colors. And when you're done, just click done. And then you'll see the different variants. And also listed down here, you'll see the different quantity. So let's say if we have 30 of these and also 30 of the green ones. And then you'll see the total inventory at shop location, 160, when you add all these up. And then we can go back up. And you can also create collections if you want. That's how you can group your products into like a certain collections to help you manage better. But for now, we will just leave it because this is not meant to be an in-depth Shopify tutorial. We just want to get the basic setup so that we can connect our Shopify store onto the TikTok shop. So we can come down here and click save. And then the product is saved. So that's how easy it is to add products onto the Shopify store. So next we can come down to settings. So click on settings on the bottom. And then we'll come up to the profile, click on this pencil icon, and then we can set our store name. This is where you can change your store's name. This will appear on your website. So we can just enter our store name. So let's say D Kumo Shop and enter your store email. And if you have a store phone number, you can put it here. And keep in mind that these details could be publicly seen. So don't share your personal information. Click save. All right, so next we can come down to shipping and delivery. Click on this and then we can create new profile. And you can create your profile name. So let's just go with shipping info 1. You can add product. So we'll just add the classic dinner plate product that we created. And then you can click on add rates, create new rates for shop location, click done. And then we can click on create zone. So it depends on where you ship to. You can just create this accordingly. So let's say we only ship in United States. So we can name this zone name United States. And we can search United States here. Check United States and you can click on a drop down. You can exclude any of the location that you don't ship to. So for example, we can uncheck the American Samoa. We can uncheck Guam. Let's uncheck this Northern Mariana Islands. Uncheck US Virgin Islands. And also uncheck these ones, for example. And when you're done, just click done. So next, come to click on add rate. So you can either use a flat rate or you can use a carrier or app to calculate rates. So when you click on this, you will need to select any of the different shipping service. For me, I like to use flat rate. So click on use flat rate. And in terms of the shipping rate, so let's select standard, for example. And let's say it costs $3 to ship. So I think that's just the easy way to determine the shipping, but obviously you can choose whatever option that works for you. So when you're done, click done and you'll see the shipping information right here. And I think it's just easier to go with flat shipping because it's just easier to manage on the back end. So now I'm going to save this. So this is where you'll see the custom shipping information. As you can see, 3 products and the rates for the United States. And there's also like general shipping. You can always adjust this at any time. So don't worry about making any mistakes because they can always be changed and adjusted. And the next important thing to set up is the tax and duty. So for taxes, it's important. You definitely want to look at your local laws or your regulations to figure out what are the taxes that you need to pay, because for every region or countries is different. So definitely find out from your local region. And then next we'll set up payments, which is also super important. So then you can receive payments. So click on payments here. So when you're just getting started, Shopify payments will probably be the most convenient option. So we can just come here to complete account setup. And then click on submit details, select your business type. So for this example, I'm going with individual. So just select whichever applicable to you. And then you will just need to fill out your basic information, which is your tax ID number, your street address, your personal information, your name, your date of birth, and also your social security number. For business categories, you just need to select your industry. And then when you scroll down here, really important is the statement descriptor. So this is what your customers will see on their statement after they purchase from your store. So you want to come up with a name that is recognizable by customers to avoid any chargebacks. So I'm just going to put the Kumo store because that's our store name for this example. But obviously put down the name of your store or a name that your customers will be able to easily recognize. So after you put in your name and your phone number, you can just click on submit. All right, so next step is go to domains. So with a domain name, you're able to have your custom domain name. instead of using like this and then myshopify.com as a website. So it's much better to build trust with your customer, and then it's much better for your branding, for your business. So I highly recommend you to either buy a new domain here on the platform, or if you already have one, you can just connect the existing domains. So to buy a new domain, for example, we can just click here. For example, we want to buy the Kumu store. That was like our name that we chose. But obviously, you enter your store's name, whatever applicable to you, and then you just need to, click buy. It's relatively inexpensive, typically anywhere from $15 to $20 per year. So I definitely recommend you to get your own custom domain, because your store will just look so much more professional, and it's just great for branding purposes. So speaking of branding purposes, what you can do is come to this page, online store, click here. Go to themes. With the themes, you are able to customize the look of your website. So what you can do is come down here and explore some of these popular free themes. And there are many themes that you could explore. So you definitely want to check this out and pick the one that is the best fit for your business. And just one last step we need to do in order to start selling on Shopify. Come to settings, go to plan. What you want to do now is to choose a plan, because without a plan, you're not able to make sales on the platform. So there are a few options here. If you are a new business just starting out, I highly recommend you to just go with the basic plan. That's like a no-brainer for someone who's starting out. And once you get started, you can always upgrade as needed, so you're not like locked into it. So I would just go with the basic plan if you are starting out. And if you are already making a lot of online sales in your store, then you can consider go with the Shopify plan or even the advanced plan. The main difference here is you can save on the card rates, so between the 2.7% and also 2.5%. So that little 0.2 or 0.5%, if you are making a lot of transactions on your site, that may make sense for your store, because that would just save you some of the transactions fees. So right now we will just go with basic. So select basic. And all you need to do here is to enter your name, your card number, click subscribe, and then you're done. And if your business is something that you will definitely commit long term, then you could consider going with the yearly billing. Because if you're going with the yearly billing, you're able to save $120 in your plan. So you can toggle this on, and then you'll see the discount being applied. So you can save a little bit money that way. So either way, if you want to save a little bit more, you can go with the yearly plan, as you can see here. If not, you can just uncheck this and go with the monthly plan and go month by month. Okay, so let's come back to the TikTok Shop Seller Center and let's proceed with the rest of the steps. So let's go to add product. So what we can do now is to sync with your online store. Click on go. And then you should be able to see Shopify here. Just click on Shopify, TikTok for Shopify channel app. Click on this. Click on learn more. So this will directly take you to the Shopify app store with the TikTok app here. Just click on install and then click on install here. So this will install the TikTok app directly onto your Shopify store. All right, so when you're on this page, you can come down here where it says start selling on TikTok. Click on setup now, and it will say connect TikTok shop with Shopify. We can just click connect. And here you would just need to log into your TikTok account. So we're going to go with login with email and just enter your email and your password. Click on login. And you would just need to match the shape here. Confirm. Okay, and then you will see the on hold order status. So we're not going to deal with the on hold order. So we can just click confirm, then connect Shopify and TikTok shop. So click on connect. And then this will connect your Shopify store directly to the TikTok shop. Okay, we can click on update locations. And in the shop location, this is where you can fill out your address, the address of your shop. Make sure to fill out the location, also the phone number. And when you're done, just click save. So here you can set up your TikTok marketing. You can just follow the steps. It's super simple. This is useful if you plan on running any ads on TikTok. And when you have a direct integration with TikTok and Shopify, it makes running ads so much more easier and more efficient. All right, and then you can go to sync product. So you can just click on sync product and click on setup, import Shopify products. So here you can select all the products you have if you have multiple. So I would just do this example since we just have this one product. Check it and click on import. Click next. Click on to complete. You can just pick your brand here and fill out any information that it's applicable to you. Let's say it's 2 pounds. Click on save and then click next. And then click on sync to TikTok shop for sale. And sync now. And then you'll see the progress of the syncing of the products to the TikTok shop. So whatever products that you have under Shopify, the ones that you checked, it will be synced directly onto the TikTok shop where you can directly link on TikTok for people to buy. And then after a few minutes, let's go to refresh the page. And now it is done. Let's refresh this page. It says the syncing may take up to a few hours. TikTok takes 3 to 5 days to review products. Product statuses listed here are from your default country or region. Alright, so let's come back to the TikTok Shop Seller Center. So we had just completed this step with adding the product. So it may take TikTok a little bit time to review the product, and when they approve it, you should be able to see a check mark here. So in the meantime, you can go to the next step and connect your TikTok Shop account to your regular TikTok account. So to do that, you can come up to this icon, the shop icon here on the upper right, go to My Account, go to Linked Accounts, and click on Link Official Account. And then you'll see this little QR code here. So what you need to do is to just go to your regular TikTok account, and let me show you. So on your phone, you can just go to your regular TikTok account and go to the 3 lines on the upper right. Click on that. Click on My QR code, and then click the scanner button on the upper right. And here you'll be able to scan the QR code, and then your shop will be connected. Alright, so now I'll show you how to link your products onto your TikTok videos. Right, so you can just log inside your TikTok account on your phone and click the plus sign on the bottom to create a video. And then it'll take you to this page. This is where you can record your TikToks. For example, we'll choose the 15 seconds one. And this is where you can record the TikToks and talk about the product in your video. For example, pretend this is a plate set that we're selling and talk about all the features and benefits. And if you want to check it out, here is the link listed down below. And when you're done, for example, we can just click on the check mark, click on next. And here you can just put your relevant description about your product or about your TikTok. And then to add the product, you can just go to add link right here. And then when you click on the product button here, you'll be able to add the product that you're selling, tag it. And when you are done, when you click post, that's when you will see the actual product link appear in your TikTok video. And if someone watches your TikTok and click on it, and if they end up purchasing, then that's how you make the sale.